Hey, View. How's it going? I do have some bananas downstairs, but I brought up Fig Newtons today. But I can't talk and eat. Hi, Laverne. Hi, Debbie. I think my book is going to be here tomorrow, Debbie. The which one is it we got? I forgot the name. The not the Scottish, the Irish bookstore book will be here tomorrow. Is that the one we're going to go with first, Debbie? The Irish bookstore one. Hi, Terry. And I got Terry's picture here ready to show. Let's see photos. Yeah, I got Terry's picture here ready to show. I'll wait a few minutes till more people come in. You've been doing good on your highlight. You're lightening up and making your pictures nice and clear. Is that you want to do that one? Okay, we'll do that one. Hi, Kat. Let's see. Yeah. Well, we'll see, View. I don't know how many of these are still available or what. Some of them are years old, but I know View wanted to see the googly ones. I'm probably not saying that right, but anyway, so I pulled those and some of my other ones over here. I mean, I got quite the stack over here. So we'll look at it, maybe color something, and well, I figure we'll color something, but let's see. Hi, Annette. Let's see. Missy, Barbara Chicken Pot Pie Society, Joyce, Christina, Linda and Tim, Asa from Sweden. Scrolling. If I missed you, I don't mean to. I do go back and scrub through my chat to make sure that I hadn't missed anybody, although I know I still miss people. But anyway, yeah. So, yeah, these books right here, I do not tear out or cut out of. I told y'all, you've seen my big, I won't pull my big, huge, maybe I will, because I have some of my Asian color books, the less expensive ones in my binder. But these right here, I don't cut these out. They stay in the books. Hi, CK. So Belinda. Yeah, trying to catch everybody here. Thanks everybody for popping in. And Molly. So yeah, it's Wonderful Wednesday. Wonderful Wednesday. I got my lemon water. I got some Fig Newtons, but I won't talk and chew. Last Monday, I started talking while I was eating a banana and about, I don't know, choke myself. Hi, Raul. Molly. Let's see. Oh, hang on, guys. Hang on. Okay. Let's see. Laura. Am I missing anybody? I'm scrolling to make sure I try to catch everybody. Thanks, Belinda. You're doing Tina's job there. That's what Tina usually does. Post everybody and says good morning. Let's see. Molly. So yeah, hope everybody's having a good week, doing some creative things, working on something productive and creative. And let's see. And so Raul has updated the New Year's Eve end of the month outro. So y'all go check out Raul. Let's see. Dee Dee has her lemon water and his, but what? Yeah, I said yeah a minute ago, Barbara. I do have a banana downstairs, but it's getting a little squishy. So I said, "Yeah, I think I'll bring up some Fig Newtons." Hi, Janet. All right, now this, let's see, this is jiggling. That means that something's touching my cord up there. Let's see. Maybe that'll do it. When the cord touches anything and I jiggle the table, it jiggles the cord. Let's see. Dun, 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 dun. Scrolling. Oh no, that's all right, Belinda. You can no. You can post hi to people. Of course, you can post hi to people. I'm just teasing you. So let's see, Kimberly. See, Kimberly's saying hi to everybody. Let's see. I do like to try to catch everybody first thing, first few minutes. So View was talking about her Google, and I think I pronounced that Google, Guguli. I think Googly. I think these are Korean, and I also have the art book. I'm not sure the art book. Is this one part of that one? I don't remember. But I have the art book too. I have an art book to one of them. Yeah. So this one took about, I don't know, and I got these all pre-virus. So, and I ordered them international. So I got all these. I think they were through one of the girls that does the. I don't know if she still does it because I haven't tried to order any new ones or buy any new ones. So I don't. I hope she's still around ordering Asian color books. But I don't remember. I don't even remember her name right now. But anyway, I ordered through her via Etsy years ago. This book took 3 months, I think, to get to me, and it's the art book. I think it took 3 months to get to me, and I think I paid $60 for it. So, just saying the art book is very expensive, even if you can still get it. Hi, Lisa Welch. What is it, baby? Come lay down in here with mama. While I was getting everything set up and everything, she sat in my chair. Of course, I had to move her out of my chair when I came in here to sit down. So I put her little nest down there. See, you can lay right there, or you can come up. Oh, you brought me your toy. Oh my gosh. You can come up here for a minute. You want to come up here? All right. Well, come on. Come on. Come on. I know you're thinking there's no room for me. Come on. You want to come up here? Hi, Don P. Come on. There you go. I know. So let's see. There's Janet. Hi, Janet. Were you out making coffee? Were you making us coffee, Janet? Janet, I said, yeah, text. I think my text went through. Oh, thank you, Terry. That's so sweet. Terry, thank you so much for the super chat. I'm gonna write you down for a print or something here. I gotta decide what I want to do for the new year as far as like I don't have any real new prints. I have my newest collage. I did make a print out of that, but that's all I think I have. So maybe I'll just, and I might have already sent you one of those, Terry. You might get a duplicate. Let's see. You're cleaning the bathroom. Okay. Thank you, Terry. Yes, Kat. Thank you. Hi, Hard House. Your favorite coloring books? Okay. There were some of my favorites too. I just, I cycled through. We get new ones, and I gotta say, I got another new color book coming. View. I have another new color book coming. It's gonna be here today, so I'll show it on Monday. But yeah. Oh my goodness. Let's see. Oh, you just like coloring books in general, Hard House? Yeah. Everybody does. Everybody loves coloring books, and I like them too. I mean, have spent many, many years, many hundreds of videos doing color books. So I'm going to read chat and take a bite of my Fig Newton and not talk. Let's see. Mm-hmm. Oh, thanks. Well, that's sweet of you, Terry. That's sweet of you. Thank you. I do. I know y'all appreciate it, and whether you, follow, like, comment, I know y'all appreciate. Well, not just me, but the channel and the fibs, the friends in the box. I know y'all appreciate all the group. There's Miss Tina. Hi, Tina. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're, yeah, no choking today, right, Belinda? That was horrible. It's just the banana went down, the wrong way, and it just choked me up. So, did I say to you, Christina? Yeah, I did. So yeah. Hi, Carol. So, all right, Malibu decided that there's not enough room up here to lay down. I mean, this is taking up the whole desk. So she goes, I'm gonna go back down to the little nest you made me. Because she was sitting in my chair. My chair has a fluffy blanket folded up that I sit on. So of course she wants to sit on that. I want to sit on it. Let's see. Okay. So let's see here. Candidate to check on Rangel's blood. So, but okay, no problem. No problem at all. Everybody's got things I got to do. I splashed some lemon water on my books here. Let's wipe that down. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and start. Is it bright enough? Is it light enough? I think so. If it goes dark, I need to pay attention. And is this annoying right here? Those lights, is that annoying? I can tilt it down a little if it is. I just like my lights, and now that I got rid of all the Christmas stuff, it's very happy. I like my little lights. Whether y'all see them or not, I see them. I have it hooked up so that when I turn on my computer switch on the plug, on the long plug, when I turn that on, it turns on the computer. It turns on these lights. I have a separate big light, the big, huge studio light. I had two of them, and one of the bulbs, I think it was on stream. One of the bulbs burned out, and I thought it was going to, it was smell. It was really bad. Anyway, I pulled the bulbs out of that one that were still good and kept the bulbs, and the big lights in the garage. I really only need the one, I think, because we're so tight right here. I'm not doing vlogs, so I don't need a lot of whole room lighting. I do too, Tina. All right, guys, if you have questions, put it in caps. Let me show y'all Terry Brett's prompts that she posted on IG. And if you don't follow her on IG, you need to. But I did take a picture of them so I can zoom in easier and stuff. So the prompts were radio, pool toy, swirls, ox, and lightning. And so Terry just does these amazing little illustrations. Look down, she's got the radio, she's got the lightning, she's got the pool toy. There's the ox, and he's going, and there's lightning striking, and let's see. He says, I just wanted to have some fun. Ouch, that hurts. So, but look at our illustrations. They're so good. There's some swirls or some waves. Look at that. That's just so good. Y'all go follow Terry Brett 3 on IG. Oh, let me turn out my overhead light. That puts a flash on it. There we go. I see you. I see you. So anyway, I think that's really good. So so Terry, it's so good. Thanks, Kat. There's Terry's IG right there. So let's see, Jane. Who else am I missing? Thanks everybody for being here. All right, so let's go ahead and get into the books. Terry's a prompt pro. She is a prompt pro and an illustration person pro. So yeah, we enjoy your interpretation and imagination, Terry. All right. So these three, and I don't know what order they're in. I can't if I can date them or what. One of the ones that I got a extra um, what do you call it, package of stuff. And this one is, and I wrote down, this is the name of this book is Girl with Music or thereabouts. We looked these up because we didn't know what they were. They're not in English. And I can't even tell you what dates they are on them. But when I ordered this one, and again, I ordered them through, I know one of y'all can know who it is I'm talking about on Etsy. Um, and I don't even know if she still does it. And so I ordered, but anyway, I got these extras for ordering. And again, this was some years ago. I don't know if there's any dates on these. Let's see here. I don't see any dates. This wasn't it. This is a coupon, but it's only 6 months, and I know these are 5 years old. Cool Craft. Thank you, Debbie. Cool Craft. Cool Craft Books, but I can't remember the girl's name that ran it or runs it, if she still does. But there's a couple extras in here. And so, yeah. So this one, and again, I'm probably not showing them in the order of publication, but I'm going to just show them to you. And there's the little, but yeah, Cool Craft. And I don't know if she's still around, if anybody's tried to order lately or not. I don't know. But anyway, I wrote this down. This is interpreted Girl with Music. And I'm just going to show them all. I think this one was the first one. I think this was the second one. And yeah, I'm not sure. So we're just going to go with it, each one. These two, this doesn't look like Korean writing. This is Korean writing. Maybe this is a different artist. This might be a different artist. This one looks Chinese, maybe. I don't know. These are Korean. So, yeah, don't anybody email me. Well, you can email me and tell me what they are if you want, but don't say, oh, well, you got that one wrong. Well, I know. I probably did. Hi, Devin. Okay, so at the beginning of this one, there is, let's see, can I have a date? The date's not even in English. Oh, wait, here we go. 2019. This one's 2019. This one, let's see what I find the date on here. No date. No date on this one. Okay. So this one is Girl with Music, and it has song lyrics. It has song lyrics to a song I have no idea. Although back in the day, back in probably 2019, we did look up the lyrics, and I think I copied them down somewhere, but I don't have them now, or I don't have them handy now. They're in one of my collection books somewhere. So the first two are Momo, and they're Korean, yes. But I don't know about, I can't remember who did this one, which goes with this one. This one's Googeli, I think. Is that right? Or no, these are Googeli. Sorry, guys, I'm just not remembering. It's been so long since I actually pulled them out and we talked about them. So, but if you look up Girl with Music, or what else could we look up? All right, here's a name. It may or may not be right. E-U-N, Yoon, E-U-N, second word J-I, third word Lee. So I'm not sure if that's who publishes it or who produced it. Okay. Hi, Cindy. All right. So again, I can't read any of it. But anyway, there's some sample color. Let me move all this over. Sample coloring, pages done. And they're just stunning. And the paper in these books, View and I were talking about it, how the paper in these books are so nice. This one is um, like a heavy cardstock. This one is more of a heavy cardstock, and this one is like a watercolor paper. And I think I have another one in there that's like a watercolor paper. But the paper is so good in most all these books, I would say. All right, let's see. Let me get this to come down on the faces. There we go. And it's a little flashed out. Well, not too much. There we go. Tina approved paper, yes. So there's these sample pages in here from the book that, like, see, look, this is the same picture done two different ways. And so it's a stunning book. They are very beautiful. And so I'm just going to kind of flip through them, and I'll stop when I get to pages that I've colored. And I think I got 3 or 4 of these books almost, within a few months of each other. So they don't have a lot of pages because I skipped around in them. Hang on, is that Denise? Just a minute. Let's see. My Wi-Fi does just not work in this room. Okay. You got the Girl with Music, and think the one, yes, this is Girl with Music. I did put a thing in here, say Girl with Music. So, and we can color something in one of these today. We'll see which one. As I think, you know what though? I think I might have. Do I have 2? Now there it goes. I was going to say I think I have 2 of this one, but no, I don't. It's not this one. So, but there's a song, and like I said, we looked it up one time back in the day. I'm sure you can look it up. But I just love this. They're just beautiful. Here's one of the pages that I did here. And it's done with, I'm pretty sure it's pan pastels and color pencil. So, and then probably some black acrylic paint in the black and the edges here. So here's one of them here. Let's see. Well, that one and the one underneath it, not done anything in them yet. Okay, and this one, let's see, did I write in here which one this one's called? Let's see. It's a poem. This one's a poem, and it has a name too, and I don't have a paper. I got a poster in here on this one that shows it's a calendar. This is a calendar. 2018. So this one would have been the first one. And then this one would have probably been the second one. All right, let's finish this. Thank you, Tina. So you can see musical instruments. But that's why I said readdressing these, pulling them back out. We need to work in them. We need to work in them again. So there's a whole story with it, with the song lyrics. Spam. No, I don't need any spam. Okay, there's not a refuse thing on that one. Just give it a second, it'll go away. So yeah, so that one is Girl with Music. And then this one, well, I wish I still had them written down in here, but anyway, I just pulled them out late last night. So, and it's Momo Girl is the name of the author of these. These are Momo Girl. I think this is Googly. I think that's how it is. Momo Girl. So if you look up Momo Girl, color book, lyric interpret or lyric translation, if you want to say, then you'll probably find them. Momo Girl. Okay. So again, these are the let's move this over. Let's put the shadow. These are the sample pages in the book. I've colored more in this one. than others. This is I've colored her in here. I think that's why I tagged it. So, and then again, you know, it's got the lyrics. All right, so here's one that I did here. I'm trying to look at the color, make sure this is a pan pastel and pencil. Pencil. Oh, thank you. Oh, they have them. Now, here's a thing, and this is something else that View and I were talking about, that we think there are knockoffs of this book. So how do we know that the ones on Amazon are not? We don't know. I can't tell you that they're, you know, what they are and that they're this good thick paper. I don't know. I've not bought them off Amazon. I've only bought them through color. What was it again? Oh my gosh. What, Deb, what was it again? Cool coloring? Cool coloring. I'm writing it down. So yeah. Although now there's an Etsy one right there that Kat put in. Link also says Korean edition. Okay. Okay. Thanks, Tina. So maybe it's okay then, you know. All right. So, but they're stunning books. I mean, we love them. I really like to color this one. That's so pretty. But it's a double page spread. It takes a hot minute to color a double page spread. So here's this girl, and again, pan pastel and color pencil. And this is the girl that they had a sample coloring. Yeah. So here's somebody colored her here. And then here's my interpretation of the color. Cool craft. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, cool craft. Thanks, Debbie. The paper's thicker and feels good. Yes, this paper is thicker and feels good. And then this in Googly, it's like a watercolor paper. We'll get to that one next. So yeah. So yeah, I think she turned out really good. Again, pan pastel and color pencils. This one, same thing. And I've posted all these on Instagram. They're all posted as I did them and posted them back in 2018, 19. This one's very pretty too with the birds. This one would be good to do with the Langau gel pens. Okay, there's this one. I really should do this background black, I think. It would look really good in black. Love her and the hair and the branches. And again, there's a little poem. And this one, I love the way it turned out, except I did the background with the luminous lime green, like a lime green metallic. And I didn't really like the way it turned out. I like the color, but I didn't like the texture of the paint or something. But anyway, I think she turned out good, and I like the lime green. I just didn't like that particular paint. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Kat. Cool Craft Etsy shop. There we go. I'm glad they're still in business. I'm afraid to go look, though. I'm going to be honest with you. Afraid to go look. Because I get enabled with these color books, I'm telling you. Okay, this one, I think I did this one on Valentine's Day. This one reminds me of Denise when she was little. They're big. She had big glasses like that. Anyway, so yeah, all shaded, and it's got some white Posca for those lines in the flowers. And I like her freckles. So I can paste. Who else am I missing? Thanks everybody for being here, and thanks for finding that, Cat. Cool Craft Etsy. Yeah. That kind of looks like Samantha. I see Malibu. Now she's coming back. So there's a whole story to this. But I thought y'all'd like to see them again. And I do really want to pick out a couple of the books that are my favorites and keep them handy. Love this. That would be so pretty with black, red, green, pink. And I love these close-ups too. This will be a good one. Both of these are pretty too. Momo Girl coloring book. Some extra pages back here. Okay, and then the calendar poster, which was 2018. So there's the two Momo girls. Those two right here. This was music. This is the music one. All right. All right. So there's that. And this is Gugeli. Is it on there, or do I just remember it? And then I have the artist book, which I don't know if this is still available. Again, I paid a lot for this and waited 3 months to get it. Here comes Malibu. Baby, you're going to have to lay down now. You're going to have to lay down because you're casting a shadow on Mama's table here. Okay, this one has been signed. And it has watercolor paper. Again, I ordered these. You're going to have to move over. So this has a fold out, a 4-page fold out. So yeah. And it's stunning as well. I'll show you the art book after I flip. And this is it's like a cotton watercolor paper. It's not good for every medium. I've tried a couple things on there I didn't like, but you have to just kind of test. Okay, baby, you're gonna have to. I know you're gonna have to get down. I know. And also, the other thing nice about this is that the line art is light. So when you color it, you're not fighting a dark black line. Some people like the dark black line, you know. I know they are stunning, Tina. And if there's a whole story to this too, don't ask me what it is, but yeah. It's really beautiful, very intricate on a lot of pages. Have to do this with a gel pen as well, on the details. I love this, the sheer curtain there. Very nice. More of the very, very detailed pages. I think one of the reasons I haven't colored so much in this one is because the detail, and it's hard to color that on stream because I can't finish it. I mean, I at least try to get a lot done when I color on stream a page, but obviously these cannot be done in 3 hours at all, So I think I kind of avoided coloring these on stream because of that. I mean, I can always start them on stream, and that's usually what I do, but I don't finish them on stream. This is really lovely. This is so soft. This would be nice in pan pastel. How would you color the sheer curtain? I'd probably color the under, the face that's behind the curtain lighter than the face. Do you know what I mean? Like a lighter shade of whatever colors are covered with the curtain. See how much details in these? Here's one I did that has some glitter on or stickles on it. And some liquid pearls. That's liquid pearls there. Now remember now, if you color something with stickles and liquid pearls, you go on this side, and if you don't have a nice padding over here, you're going to pick up that texture. You're going to pick up the texture, so it's a little tricky when you have texture on one side and you want to color the other side. So just FYI. Some more. I'll show you these in a minute here. I think I have two of these because I have more. I have more color than that one. So I think I have two of this book. I should go see. Okay, this is a pull out. It's got a mini little story there. And let's see, here's a poster. And the poster is textured. I know I have more color than that one. So I know I must have two of this book. And here's a poster of all the pages and how the artist colored them. I think this came in the artist book. This book here. I'm pretty sure that this poster came in the artist book. And I'm not sure what medium they use. Some of it looks like watercolor, some looks in or gouache. Did I show this one? Yeah, show that one. And then the little book. Okay. Yeah, because I know Pamela Kane sent me this copy. So I have two copies of this. I know I do. So, but I'm not sure where it is at the moment. But this is the artist book. And I know I have two copies because I bought them myself and had them sent from overseas. So Pamela sent me an extra copy. So I have two copies of this, but where it is right this minute, I don't know. I just pulled the off the shelf that I thought I had all my Asian, well, most of my Asian books on. Okay, so this is the artist book, and it's got a mini book in here. It's got a mini. See, because I've colored. I'm gonna have to go in there and look because I've colored this page. I've colored. I've colored a lot of pages. Let me just see if I can grab it. I'm not sure where it is, but I know I've colored those pages. Okay, I found it. It wasn't on the shelf with the where I kept the other ones. So I'll show you it here in a minute. So this is the artist book. And again, this is a mini book of this book. So, and then there's little postcards. And here is something East Books. I think that they're associated with Cool Craft. I'm not sure. Like I said, it's been so long ago that I ordered these. And this one, like I said, took months to get to me from overseas because it's the artist book. Okay, let's see here. Am I missing anything? Ellen, hi Ellen. The poster also comes in the coloring book. Okay, Cat and Paste, thank you. 70 East book. Oh, 70 East books. Okay, let me write that down. 70 East books. Thanks, guys. Like I said, it's been a long time since I pulled these out. All right, so here is, I'm just going to kind of do a flip because, and again, I'm not sure what if this is watercolor and pencil. Uh-oh, what happened here? Oh, my mouse just went to sleep. Watercolor and pencil or what? And some of it even looks digital. Like this looks digital to me. Some looks digital, some looks watercolor. But it's a stunning book. Stunning book. Beautiful book. But some looks like watercolor or gouache, and some looks digital. See, look, that looks like watercolor. Of course, you can do digital that looks like watercolor. So, you know, it's a beautiful book. I had the color books. I've colored this page. So I did order it some years ago. Like I said, I think I paid $60, $65 for it plus shipping. But I really wanted it to go with the color book. So I've colored that page. Totally different. I colored it totally different. But I'm glad I found it because here we go. So this is my original one, and this one is the copy that what do you call it? Let's see here. Pamela Kane sent me the copy here. This was the original. They're beautiful books, Laverne. Let's see, who else am I missing? Leona. Why is my screen keeps going black? Like it's going to sleep. I don't know. And when I hit the enter button on my keyboard, maybe my keyboard is something because I had to replace the batteries the other day. I hope not. I hope there's nothing wrong with my keyboard. All right, let's keep going here. All right. Gugeli. That's how you pronounce it. Okay, so here's the first one that I did in here. And I really like it with the little bit of stickles on there. So this one has more colored in it. And it's got this cream color. It's like a cream color watercolory paper. It's just so perfect for pan pastels too. This one, it didn't really stick, but it kind of doesn't really. When I say it doesn't stick, you can hear it kind of sticking, but it's not like sticking and pulling anything off. But this is liquid pearls, so it's dimensional. So when you put dimensional on there, it can not really stick, but you know, you heard what it sounded like. It didn't pull anything off or anything. So yeah, I did this one, Liquid Pearls. And I did this one on stream. It's been a while. But this is probably the most recent page that I've done out of this book. When maybe a year ago, guys? I'm not sure. Did I do this about a year ago? Painted the background black acrylic. Okay, this one is like a broken glass with stickles on it. So you can see that with a kind of a maroony black background. And this is one of my favorites. And it's all pan pastel with pencil and just a touch of stickles in the cherry blossom tree. I think I added that makeup. I don't think she has that kind of makeup on in the original. I think I added that makeup. But thank you, Terry. I like this page too. So it's just, just two colors, yellow and purple, lavender. I just love every page. Now, this is a page I don't like. I did not like the pink is too dark. I didn't like it. Now, I liked it up here with a little bit of the Posca in there. I did not like their faces. So, just not one of my favorites. So, you don't like every page, you just keep going on to the next one. This one's not finished. We started this on a stream, and there was nothing on these scrolls, and I used the Tim Holtz stencil, here. I'm thinking it's German, but I didn't care. I just wanted some words on that scroll, so I stenciled in the words on the scroll, and I'm still working. You can see, still working on the background. I wanted this to be a what do you call it? Undersea behind the circle here. So yeah, not done with that. This one's got a lot of stickles. Really glittered this one up. But I really like them splattered over here. But yeah. I really like that. I like most of what I do. I don't like everything, but I like this page here. Lotus so you see there's a whole story going on here. Yeah, years ago. Yeah, View. We've had it for some years. I don't know if there's a date in this one either. I'll have to look. Flying off on the Phoenix there. And then this one, I'm not done with the background here. This one's got liquid pearls and stickles. You can see the liquid pearls there. And then the rest of the dragon, I got to finish. This isn't finished, but got this done. And this came from Zealy. So then I did not order this one. I must have just ordered the art book. Because I always try to if somebody sends me a book, I try to keep up with who sent it to me. So the art book and one of the other books that I ordered from 70 Cool Craft or 70 East, I mean. But this is the Google Find Color is the name of this one. Let me see if there's a date. Is there a date in it? Well, it's not in English if it is. There's not a date in English. So there's those. And like I said, the art book is amazing. Okay, then I'm just going to show you some of the other ones that I have here that I've worked in at different stages, different times. And yeah. And then I have two new ones that I've not worked in at all. Well, I say new, a few months, less than a year. These are Korean and or Korean artist, I should say. Okay, so let's see. Where do I start? This is Muses, and did I color something? Yeah, I did color some. Oh, here's just some pages in here. So I got this one stenciled background, and you can see I'm not done with the. I have not put the liquid pearls on her necklace or her pearls. I guess I could sit here and do that real quick. See, I'm not done. I just did the background. There's the pan pastel base, so she's not done. She's panned in. Yeah, how do you say that? Me says it. Yeah, there she is. Uh, um, Aopel Pole. I'm not sure how you pronounce it, but that's what these two books are here. I'm not sure how you pronounce it. Maybe I should try to color in that. But anyway, this one's just got the base done with the pan pastels. And I did work in her eyes a little bit. She's got her eyelashes done, her eyebrows. So I have worked on it a little bit, but all right, let's go to the front here. All right, so this is the sample pages that they have at the beginning. Do I have a date? No, not in English. Okay. These are sample pages. So if you don't know how to color or what to color, if you want to copy these, I never try not to look at them when I go to color. I don't want to be influenced, but they're stunning pages. They're just like art books. Okay. Wait, is this the one? Yeah. Okay. Let me think for a minute. So they give you the pages and colored and then not colored. See? Colored and not colored. So if you want to color them like they did, they're a little different size. Like this is smaller than the actual picture. If you have questions, put it in caps. I'm looking to see. So yeah, this one's got a sample page and then a one that you can either try to copy or do yourself. And so we probably pulled this for some reason. Oh, here, it's got two sizes, I think. Yeah, so there's this size, and then there's a double page spread. Hi, Dot. Hi, Kathy Berg. So they're just really pretty. They're very soft. So you can see here and then here, she's just a little bit bigger page. And then here she is close up. So yeah, I think this is the only one that I have. It's the only one I don't see the page to go with her. So yeah, there's that one. Muses. This one's not that old. I haven't had this one for as long as I had the other ones. So yeah, Muses. Then let's see what else we got. Now this. These are a little older. This is a little older. These are a little older, and then these are my newest ones that I haven't even colored in yet. Let's see, Jackie. Who else am I missing? I know I'm missing some people coming in. Thanks everybody for being here. All right. Friends of Nature, adult coloring book, art by Joe. All right. So Jowie, Jowie, Jowie L. I think there's multiples of her work. I mean, lots of different books by her. This is I got it signed by her. Um, so there we go. Friends of Nature. If you want to look her this, I don't know where I probably got it from either Cool Craft or 70 East, but it came signed. A lot of them they are signed when you get them. Well, used to be. I don't know what what the protocol is anymore for doing buying them. I don't think. Let's see if there's a date. Let's see any dates. Okay, why does my screen keeps going black? I think it might be my keyboard. Okay, so this has a little signed print in it by Joey. Okay, let's go back. Do a flip. I know I've colored at least one in here. Yeah, my keyboard shouldn't have anything to do with my screen going to sleep. I've never had the screen on this computer go to sleep before. That's a new one. Okay, here's one I've worked on. Did I do this in alcohol markers? Yeah, alcohol markers. This is a one-sided page, so as long as you put something behind it, so this is done with alcohol markers, and it's not done, but you can see. Done with alcohol markers. Thank you, Kat. Kat, don't try to. I know some of these are probably going to be very hard to find. Do not take all data. You do not have to go look these up. You know what I mean? I know people do appreciate it, but I know how much work it is as well. So, yeah. And it's a smaller book. And the paper is thicker than copy paper, but not much. I don't know that it would pass the Tina inspection, but all right. Then these two here, I think are by the same, and I think they go this way. No, this one goes this way. Does this one go? Some of them are backward. These go this way. And I think these are by the same author. I don't know, but here, if you read it, you can, or let me do it this way. So if you want to try to Google Translate, you can, or just here's the cover here. You could put this in Google Translate it and find out the names of the books so you could find them if you wanted to. Tina said no. Let's see, do I have dates? I see no dates in English. Here's thumbnails of all the pictures. And this paper is one-sided, which is nice if you want a alcohol marker, but it's pretty thin as well. But it's a cream color. It's not white. So some of these wouldn't take too long to color. Anyway, I just thought y'all might like to see. Here's one that I did. So I don't need these in here. I think I just tagged them so that when I wanted to show them one day. So I did I loved his white hair and did the mist kind of coming across him with acrylic paint and alcohol marker. You can tell it's alcohol marker if it bleeds through. Yeah. Yes, thin paper. But, one-sided, you can, just depends on if you're Tina or not. But I like the swirls and the mist. That's on a lot of, see, there's a lot of misty looking stuff on all the pages, smoke or mist. And I like doing that with acrylic paint. But these are a little bit more simple, not so much detail in them. Of course, you could add more as much detail as you want. I want to keep moving my mouse, so I don't know why my computer wants to go to sleep. It's not set to do that. Mystification, yeah. I know I'm kind of going kind of quickly, but just kind of give y'all an idea what's in here. Here's a little booklet that came with it on how to color. It's not in English, but you can kind of get, they're using the, what do you call it, paints there. The Gamzai Tambi paints there. Different little colors and different ways to do things. A little tutorial book. Is there a date? Not in English. Okay. So, anyway, okay. So there's that one, and this is Melody. Sent me this one, Miss Melody. And I think this is by the same artist, I think. Not swearing to it, but it's got the little tutorial thing in it again. It looks like the same kind of deal with the thumbnails. This one has a little darker line art. The paper seems a little thicker, but it's also double-sided. So, you can't do alcohol markers on these. Well, you can, but you're going to lose the other side. But just so y'all can look at them, so if you decide you like them and feel of the paper and stuff like that, you know kind of what you're getting. Okay, let's see. Let's flip this one. Zeely sent me this one. Here's a poster. There's some thumbnails. I've colored this page. I don't know. I didn't see it here. Where is it? Because I recognize I've colored that page somewhere in here. I didn't color it like they did, but I did. Here we go. So let's see how I colored mine. Malibu snoring. So yeah. So there's a whole story to these color books. There's just a whole story to them. All right. Then this one is Alice in Wonderland. Alice in Wonderland. Let's see if there's a date. This one's Korean. There's a pull-out here. There's a little poster here. Oh, I did the poster. Well, I didn't finish it. But, yeah, Alice falling through the looking glass, I think. But anyway, it's not finished, but you can see I started. I think this is watercolor. I did this one in watercolor. And this paper is... It's a good weight cardstock. 60 weight, maybe. And it is double-sided, so you can't use alcohol markers. And if you ever get these kind of books, you're so afraid to color in them, or you're going to make a mistake, print one out. Yeah, you like her pantaloons. Print one out and practice on a piece of cardstock. Print it out and put it on a piece of cardstock and practice until you get the color combination you like, or test different mediums or whatever. So, yeah. I love that one. Little shoes. But this one is thicker paper. And then here's a sample of the one of the poster I was doing. And some other samples in here. So you can get some ideas. You can try to copy them, color them like they do, or just, get partially colored. This looks like, what's her name? That the Disney colors, I don't know. Sleeping Beauty? No. Well, anyway. So there's that one. Snow White? Yeah, Snow White. Yeah. This one is backwards, going from, going the correct way, if you will. And this one is thick paper, probably about 60 weight as well. And it's not quite cream color, but it's not quite white. Here's white. I don't know if you can tell the difference. So it's just a little off white. And I'm going the way that the book is made. And again, I'm sure there's stories to all this. This one doesn't have a storyline in it, but I love the pictures in this one. Oh, yeah, I guess there is a little bit of storyline or something. Yeah. But they're beautiful books. I love them all. But they are so detailed. Here's some of the information on it. Don't know if that's helpful. It's upside down. So I started this one with some paint. Just got a base coat on it. And what they've done in a lot of these pages is they have like the full image and then a close up. Like here's the close up of her arm or his arm. And then here's some little thumbnails, probably some tutorials there. Pull out. A little. There's the back. There's the ISBN. Okay. Am I missing anything in chat? Hi, Arlene. Just listening. Say, okay, listen away. I'm not doing anything. I'm kind of chilling here. All right. Then this one. Trying to see. Boot Jill. Line drawing and coloring book. BOOT, Boot Jill, JIL. And then there's some already a gallery, Hope y'all are able to see. The colors seem to be pretty accurate from what I'm seeing from here to there. Some little step outs, it looks like. Color step outs. And they're one-sided. They're a thicker copy paper, Tina. It's not cardstock. Another storyline. Look how pretty, though, that is. I love the Greek key design going around the edge. I don't know why my phone is blown up today with messages. But yeah, and it feels a little, this one feels a little slick. Like, I'm not sure how pencil, I think I have one done in here. Pencil, this feels a little slick. Here's one I did here. So, and that's acrylic paint in the background. And it wants to flash out. But anyway, this one took a minute, if I remember correctly. So it's got a little buckling. I find, though, that if it buckles a little bit, by the time you do the back side, you can't tell it buckled for the most part, unless you really, really oversaturated it. This one kind of reminds me, do y'all remember the Look book? There's the Look, and I think they did different ones, New York, London, Paris. But I have the original Look one. This reminds me of the Look book. I'm not sure where it is. I'm trying to picture it in my mind where it might be on the shelves to go pull it, but I'm not sure I could find it quick. Try to remember where I put it. I did have all these together except that one Googly, which was not filed correctly. It was a square book. I don't know. It's so familiar. The Look book is a square book. Hi, Rainbow Kitten. Anybody else I miss? Jackie? I colored this in. I colored the background in black and then did white dots on there. So I started on this one. It's a lot of work. Okay, so is there a name or anything on here? Portrait of Beauty is the name of this one. Portrait of Beauty. Okay, and then my two newest ones, which I've not done anything in. I don't think I have. All right, let's put this over here, my Cool Craft, so I remember the name there. All righty. Oh, I have my window shade here. Let me put in a little more light here. Just for my own. I like to see a little bit of light. Look out, see the mailbox. All right, so let's look at these. That book scared you. So this one is the Forest Girls Coloring Book. Enchanted coloring pages of nature, animals, and cozy scenes for relaxation and stress relief. And I'm not sure how you pronounce the name. Aeppol. Aeppol? I'm not sure, And then this one is by the same artist. And I don't have, Moments Wholly for Yourself is what it says. Now, is that the title? Coloring Book of the Forest is what it says up there. So let's look at these two. See if we get inspired. Let's maybe zoom in one. Although it's not too bad, but these are a little bit smaller. Let me get a ruler here. Oh, and I did finish. Let me show y'all this. You'll know on Monday we were doing the scale in my new book, my new sketchbook here. So I played a little bit with this. And I did finish the scales on the scales on snails. I tell you, it looks like one of those toys you squeeze and the eyeballs pop out. Anyway, I did finish the little, if y'all were here on Monday, I sketched out snails as my little, all right, well, let me show you the whole book again. So this book right here, it's one of the large, let me back out. This is one of the large, Canton Mixed Media books. And this is how large the actual book is. So, and I just folded that in and folded all the pages in half. And then I'm going to make subjects or topics or whatever on these. And then whatever I find, like here, we had the snails. I had found one of my other, what do you call it, drawings in my sketchbook. And then these are some printouts. And then this was in my sketchbook that I showed my sketchbooks on Monday. So these snails here, and we did this on Monday. So I did a cover. So here's my cover. There's my snails. There's my snails. And I did slugs. Keek said, do slugs. So I did the snails and the slugs. And then I wrote on there, snails see the world through simple eyes, usually at the tops of their upper tentacles. Snail slime is a natural mucus produced by snails for movement and protection. So I wrote that out with my flare pens. So, yes, I folded all the pages in half so that they're folded. So anything I do with snails can be put in here. And again, if I do a flower, I could do florals, and then any kind of flowers I do, I put in, it's just kind of like a little, I don't know what you call it, just a book of different themes, subjects. I think I call it themes, but anyway, so there's that. I did want to show that. Okay, so let's go zoom back in now here and, see these books. Let me get a sip of lemon water. I don't want to take a bite of anything because, we don't want to choke today. All right, let me pick up this ruler. Oh, I was going to measure. Okay. So this one is about 8 by 10. This one's 8 by 10. It's a little bigger than this one, but just by 1/4 of an inch, I think. This is 7.5 by 9 3/4. So it's a 1/4 inch smaller than the other one. I don't know why they do that. I don't know. Anyway, I think if I had a color book line, I'd want them all to be the same size. I don't know why it's just that much off from another size. But I guess maybe it's 2 different publishers, who knows. All right, so this is the Forest Girls coloring book, enchanting color pages of nature, animals, cozy scenes for relaxation and stress relief. And I'm not sure if Cat and Paste has this or Devitt. Somebody has this, but I don't remember who. You can shout out if you do have it. Hi, Brooke. Anybody else coming in? But one of the 2 of them have this, and it's very detailed. This one is light lined. So you could do, pan pastel and do it very painterly looking. You have the Korean version. Okay. I don't know. Let's see. This one's in Korean. This one is not. Okay. That's probably why they have the different sizes published in different. This has a little, like here it is, and then it's in English here, The Sound of the Forest, 2017. So, so you can see how light it is. It's really kind of hard to see because it's very light. I'm trying to get y'all to see it, but it's hard to see. Which, that can be a benefit to coloring if you don't want dark lines. Probably Cat and Paste probably would like not have dark lines. To have light lines. They're really cute. I just haven't got to these yet. I think I got them, might have got them at close to the same time. I don't know if I got them exact same time. Like a little attic bathroom there. Have you colored in this one, Cat and Paste? Is it posted on Instagram? I'll wait and see if she answers me. Hi, Angie. Who else am I missing? See if she says she's colored in this one or has some on Instagram. See? No, you haven't. Okay. Very light, very hard to show. So there's one a little bit easier to see. Season part 3, a season of blooming. So it's just broke out in different, chapters, if you will. There's one in a bottle. This artist painting. Baking. All right, so that's that one. And it's very light, very lightly printed. And they do it on purpose because look at this. See how that's done like with watercolor? So you don't see all the lines. Be good for pan pastel as well, except for tiny details. You have a few whips, works in progress, me. And then this one's in the Korean, not the same book, but a Korean, another one by I don't know how you say her name. Aeppol. Let me see if Google would come on here. Hang on. How to pronounce? Let's see. Aeppol. See if it comes up. Apple. It's pronounced apple. It's a South Korean. This artist is a South Korean illustrator whose pen name in Korean is written as Aeppol. In modern standard Korean, the vowel combination, blah, 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 I don't read all the vowels and stuff. A phonetic approximation would be apple. All right, let's see here. Does it have? It's got a YouTube. Hang on. Let me get past. I got to get past an ad. Hang on. Energy. Let me show you how Tarte just come. Okay. See if it'll.
Aleppo.
Aleppo, not Apple. Aleppo.
Aleppo. Aleppo.
Okay, well, there we go. I said Apple, but Aleppo. Well, no, that's not the same. This is Aleppo. Apple. This is different. That's a different word. So maybe it is Apple. Aeppol. Apple. Okay, we're going to go with Apple. Yeah, the spelling's different. Yeah. It's there it is right there. Aeppol. And the description, not those sound, the voice one, just the written one said apple. So we're gonna run with apple. We're gonna run with apple. Okay, so here we go. Apple. Coloring Book of the Forest. And so this one is in Korean. So I have these Apple Forest Girl books. They all have a finished colored pic. Okay. All right. And hi, Connie. So there's a little content page. And okay, I see. Is this what you're talking about, Connie? This right here? The little pictures? Very nice. Of course, you don't have to color it like they did, but yeah. See, there we go. You can color a different couple of versions there. That's very cool. I mean, it's been a while since I looked at these books, obviously. I don't know when. Did I say when they came out? 2019? When was this? Did I have a date? Or is that the other one was 2019? Let's see. I'm not seeing a date in English. So, yeah. There we go. See? And hi, Connie. Thank you for the info. The Secret of Spring. Oh, no, The Scent of Spring. Bunch of flowers there. And then there's the kind of cool. Oh, again, I would probably do the backgrounds in pan pastel and then the details in pencil and gel pen, probably because it's so tiny. You know what I mean? But you could do the backgrounds with pan pastel. Yes, I have 3 or maybe 4 Apple books. Also love it. I'm calling it Apple. We're calling it a day. We're calling Apple and we're calling Have you colored any of these pages, Kat? Do you have any posted of these? And again, see, look, you could do like how I do my mist. You could do the same thing with this. You know, color the background and then mist over to make it look like the netting. See? Over the top after you colored the background. Let's see if Cat and Paste has colored any of these. This one's not too complicated or, you know, not too detailed. The book has a little detail in it, but it's not put on the book. No, not yet. Okay. Like that one. Let's put a post-it on here. You know, I try to be aware when I'm trying to color online on a stream, you know, how long it's going to take, how tiny it is, can you see it? You know, that's kind of cute with the ornaments. New Year's greeting. That's what this says there. Simple everyday happiness, part 2. Connie said, Dee, I hit send too soon. I'm thinking the first book you showed isn't a real copy. All 3 of her books have the color version on the facing page. All right, so this is a real version, and you're saying this other one is not a real one of her real ones. Okay, let's grab that. Okay, because this one, it's different. You can tell it's like thinner. It's a different paper, and it's just, you know, that's what it is right there. So Connie thinks that this might be a dupe. This one has a little bit creamier page, and it does have the, oh, I gotta fix that. It does have the, what do you call it? Sample coloring. Connie says she has all 3 of them. Okay. Thank you, Connie. That's good to know, right? Because that's what we were wondering about the Googly and the other ones earlier. Such a cute little face. I like this. I like the way that background is kind of like a coffee color with the steam looking like a cloud. That's very cool. That's a North American edition. Was highly anticipated, but quality was not the same. Oh, okay. So, but it was as an official book, Cat and Paste. It was one of her official books on the North American version, but not as good as these. Okay. Good to know. Okay, this is part 3, Sweet Imagination. That's good to know, right, View? Because View was wanting to know some of these books herself. This one is better quality paper, and it's double-sided with the painted pictures. So when you look for it, if you want the ones with the painted pictures, make sure that that's the case. All right, so Cat and Pay said, yeah, it was a legitimate book, just I guess the American or the North American publisher, and it's not as good. It's not as good as this. Just saying. The paper's not as creamy, and it doesn't have this. So you gotta look. You gotta, know your biz. Okay, and then this is like a heavy cardstock, like a poster in here. This is doesn't say what it is in English, but it's a poster, and then they have a poster like you could color very thick. Same for these last few pages. They're nice, heavy, thick cardstock, like maybe 110 weight. And then here's just another little page there. So yeah, was that it? Was that interesting? Is this a little? That's just a cover there. It's got a sleeve around the front. The ISBN on this one, let me give you that: 979-1165-34-1930. So we have the ISBN on that one. It is so cute, isn't it? Okay, so should we maybe start on this one? Okay, and they have like lines. It's not perforated, but it's got a perf print. Like you could cut it there. But I don't think I'd want to cut this one because the pictures kind of go together. Although the spine it doesn't want to lay flat. You're going to have to really work at that. You're going to have to work it to get the book to lay flat or put a clip. Sip of water. Hang on. So do we want to do this with pan pastels? Do I want to pull out the pan pastels? I'm not sure. Do I want to pull out pan pastels today? I had not planned on pulling out pan pastels. Or we could do, let's see, what else do I have around over here? Did I pull anything else this morning? All right, I'm not going to talk for a second and eat the other half of my Fig Newton because my voice is going. Hang on. One moment. I'm reading chat. Hi, Pete. All right, let me get a sip of my water now. Should we try to get pan pastels and kind of color it like this? Is that what y'all want to do? All right, I'm going to take a quick break then. I do a BRB before I start getting pan pastels. Malibu's asleep on the floor, but I can't leave the room with her while I'm doing pan pastels because, we know what happens then. So let me go ahead and leave now in case she decides to jump up there. All right, I'll be RB. Okay, you'll have to give me a minute to get the stuff out because I was not prepared for pan pastel day. Let's see. All right. I'll back up here. Hang on, let me back up for a couple minutes. All right, let's see. All right. We're going to get out our tools. trays. My metallics are in a separate tray. I usually don't pull the metallics out because I don't usually use them. But I do have the metallics, the gold, the silver, the pewter, whatever. And I did get the new set, the 53 new colors. So I have 7 trays. One tray is not completely full because the new set did not have a completed, it didn't fill a tray, but it came in a tray. So one of these trays, yeah, here we go, has less. But let's start with this because these are the new colors and it kind of looks like these colors, doesn't it? All right, so let's see if I can do this here. All right, now we're going to zoom back in. All right, here we go. We'll start with this close. Okay, so tools. Y'all know, love me some soft. I say it like that because it's written SOFFT. They're soft tools. And I'm still hoping Golden will make these sponges bigger for my palettes because these are what I use for palettes. And I'd love for them to make a bigger soft palette. Okay, so let's see. I need an eraser. Got that, cleans up your page. Plus, I got a couple different little erasers here. This one's usually the one I use the most. Little erasers, and I have extra erasers. Let me get out a couple different tools here. Let's get out the pointy one and the rounded one. What else do I need? And see, I've got refills of all the different things. Other sponges, all the different tools, different shapes. But anyway, this should be enough for now. If we need more, it's just right there. And I cleaned them off. I never wash these. I wear them out before I need to wash them, but I clean them off on a paper towel, and it does just fine. All right, so let's see here. I'm going to try to use as many of these colors as I can. These are the new colors. Okay. Or some of the new colors. There's 53 new colors. Oh, Cat's already on it. Oh, Cat's already on it. All right, let's see how many of these colors I can pull. Now, I'm going to need a gray or a blue that I don't have. We have a mint green, which looks kind of like I could use on her shirt. But I will have to pull. All right, let's get this down here. I got to have space. All right. I'm going to need like a gray jean color. Let's see. But I do try to keep them. The pan pastels have a tint, a regular, the original color, a tint, the color, a shade, and a dark shade. And if you keep them in order, that's kind of how they are. Do I keep them all in order? No. But let's see here. Let's go ahead and get a black. Her hair looks kind of black, but it's kind of got brown in it too. So I could probably go with that brown there. Her jeans here. Let's go with this dark color and that gray and that black. And we'll see. Let's see what else we might need. But anyway, so I do try to keep them. I do try to keep them in color order. Like, let me see here. Don't turn these over without the lid on them or you're going to have dust falling. All right. So, for instance, the phthalo blue tint, phthalo blue shade, and phthalo blue extra dark. So you can see there. I think I'm going to get this phthalo blue. See that? No, maybe. All right. Let's just go. So anyway, but the new 53 colors don't necessarily follow that pattern. They kind of fill in other colors. Like here's another one of the new trays. You can see how clean it is. That's how I know it's new. Because it's so clean, Janet. So clean. All right. So let's see here. Do I need to clip this down? Maybe. Might be better to clip it. So, well, no, because I'm going to do the background here. All right. Oh, see, look. See what I mean? Now, here's a nice thing about pan pastels. You can erase them. Okay. I've got it all over the whole book. Okay. Now, you also want to have baby wipes handy to keep your hands clean. You do want to keep your hands clean. And the other thing with pan pastels, you do have to spray them. You do have to spray them. And I use, let me show y'all what I use. Here on the back. This is what I use. You don't have to use Grumbacher brand, but you want to make sure a couple things. I use Final Fixative because it seems to smell a little bit less than workable fixative, but you always need to make sure you get matte, not gloss. And I'm just going to warn you that these jars or these cans look exactly the same, except one says matte and one says gloss. So be careful when you buy these that you get matte. You don't want to put a gloss on these. Okay. All right. So there we go. All right. Let me go ahead and open the book from the middle and kind of work the spine here, which is what I should have done from the beginning. All right. You notice that right off. You notice what? The name? Oh, you mean that it was clean. Okay. Oh, all right. Okay, here we go. All right, let's see what we can do here with this. I'll move this over just a little like that. I'll pull them out as I use them. I got my couple of sponges here. Got my black and gray over there for her jeans. I do want a paper under there. What are those papers? I just had some papers here. This one's too big. Let me just cut it down. Oops, see, I almost ripped that out. Okay. All righty. Let's see what we can do here. All right. Y'all ready? Ready to pan pastel? All right. Thank you, Kat. All right. Let's get my nice pointy. Now, let's see. Let's get the rounded one and do the background here. All right, so let's see. I'm going to want this color. I'm going to kind of try to match it. It's not going to be exact, but I'm going to kind of work it here. And I do try to use as few colors as possible when I do these, just so y'all can see you can have fewer colors than they may suggest. All right, so I'm going to use those three colors. It's a little darker. There's probably I could find a lighter shade of this brown in my other colors, but I'm going to go with this. All right, so let's go ahead. I'm going to move those right over here, and I'm going to start with just a light color, the background color here. Maybe I should zoom in one more. There we go. That's better. Hi, Kenny. I shouted you out a couple times for a couple of the books that you sent me years ago. And Kenny was one of my big Colorbook supporters when I was coloring all the time. Kenny still hangs out at Colorbook. I don't know. Kenny, if you want to shout out your favorite, let's just let Kenny do this. Now I'm going to put her on the spot. Who are two of your favorites? See, one of mine's Cat and Paste, but who are your favorite Colorbook artists that you follow? You want to say? You don't have to say, but I would like you to. All right, so I'm just going to start with some doing, and I'm gonna, if I go out of the little line there, there's a little perforated line right there. I'm not going to worry about that, but there is a line there that ends it. Let's see if Kenny mentions a couple people that she likes in the color book, because I don't keep up with the color book world that much. So let's see if Kenny. Aw, thanks. Thanks, Selena. You're my favorite fabric person. I buy all my fabric from Selena. All right, so I'm going to try to make it as smooth as possible. Okay, so Kenny said Rita Berman and Kanoka Egusa. I'm going to write that down. Egusa? No, so I'm going to write this down. I've heard of Rita Berman. I can't picture what she does right now in my head, but I don't think I've ever heard of Kanoka Egusa. And I'm assuming she's Japanese. Okay. Wrote that down. Wrote that down. Let's see. Yeah, no Bay books. Cheshire Cat says she likes Rita Berman books too. Okay. I don't think I have a Rita Berman book. Okay, I'll have to go look that. I mean, I've heard of her name and I might have seen something on YouTube. But yeah. So I'm just going to kind of take my time here. Of course, y'all know I'm not going to finish this today in an hour or whatever. But we're going to try to do what Apple, I'm guessing we're calling it right, Apple's girl is here. So I'm just going to get a base here. And we'll go over and darken it in the stages. You said you have colored a. I have colored a Kangon a goose. Oh wait, is this it? Wait, maybe this is the person. Let me see. Hang on. Am I thinking of this person? No, that's Joe Lou. I don't know. I don't know. I can't tell by the name on the books. Okay. All right. Well, then I don't know. I didn't pull. Did I show it today? It's the one with the bunnies. Oh, you mean the. Hang on. This one? See, there's. I can't read. There's no name in English. Is this one you're talking about? Oh no, it was a while ago. Oh, okay. Well, I don't remember that. I can't. Trust me, I do not remember all the names of all my books. But I'll have to. If I knew what the book was, the name of the book, the one with the bunnies. Oh, Minute du Bonheur. Okay, I do have those. Okay, hang on. Let me go. I know where those two are. 2 or 3. I can't remember. I have 2 or 3. I did not know that was the name. Okay, well, hang on, guys. We're gonna go. I'm trying to see where the hair is like sticking out over the edge there. Okay. All right, hang on. One moment. One moment. All right, I pulled some more. I told you I didn't pull all my Asian books. All right, so we got, let's see what I found here. Okay, I found this one, Symphony of Cute Animals. And I'm not sure who this one is by. Let's see here, dates. Oh, it is, look. There we go. Somebody told me the name of it. Just in the next room view, it's okay. So here we go. This one. Oh, look, I did start coloring it. I love this. And because it does remind me of these. Is this the same artist? Is this the same artist as this one? Is this the same person? Y'all are, hi, so yes, it is. Okay, thanks, View. Because I love these books. I've colored some in here. Let me show them to you. This one, I just started that one page, I think. I haven't really got much done in this one. But these were one of my mom's favorite books, too. I think I have her copies of those. So there we go. There's this one. Symphony of Cute Animals. And again, that's her name there. So if y'all want to find this author or this artist, these are older. These are older. Had these a while. Rhapsody in the Forest. So I do have some of these colors. Here, we'll do a little. This one is called Days of Happiness when it's translated. All right, let me back up just a minute. Hang on. We'll get this in here. There we go. Can't come up here, baby. Don't even think about it. My cat's circling me like, where's my spot? It's not up here today. Okay, so this is Dance of Happiness translated. Okay, so I did not know that was the author. Nope. Sorry, baby, can't come up here. Nope, I'm going to block you with the pastel trays. Can't come up here. This one. Okay. Hi, Karen Evans. So I have colored. See, I started the background in this one. No, can't come up here. Sorry. No. No, honey. I'm sorry. Can't come up in the middle of Pan Pastel Day. This is already colored. That's already done, that background. Okay, this is one of my favorite ones that I ever colored, this page right here. I do love this page a lot. I added some special things like, the black background with this little stars, added the water sprinkling down and added the water coming out of the fountain. So and I did all different color bunnies. I did a gray one, a brown one, a black one, and a white one. So I did all the different little colors of bunnies there. So, yes, I do love this page. Okay, let's see what else we got in here. But I did not know that was the artist that did it. So, Kanoka Egusa, I did not know that's who did it because it's not translated on the book. Okay, here's another one I did that I really like. So I'm glad y'all made me go get these out because I did not know that was the name. Well, I didn't remember. I have it in the inside cover, but. So this one. Yeah, my mom loved these little characters because she loved Beatrix Potter, and this reminded her of Beatrix Potter. See, I got some more tabs in here, so I've colored a couple other things. This one, colored this one, painted the background blue acrylic, and then did the fur and stuff with color pencil. Hi, Tori. Good to see you. How you been, Tori? Hope you're well. Thanks, Terry. This one here, did the pond and the koi. Not my favorite. I should have done the koi a little lighter. But, you don't have to love every page you do. This one I started doing, did I color that? No. I think I started going over. So you can see where I darkened. See how I darkened that checkerboard? And I did this checkerboard here. Going over it because it's just, the print is not black. And then the little striped jacket, I started that. Wedding picture. Love this page right here. It's just so, I don't know. I just love, there's so much about these books that you gotta love. And I don't know if there's any dates in them. 2016. Okay, this is 2016. And then the other one that I have here, let's see if there's a date in the back here. 2016 as well. Don't know if it's not one I colored, so it's just one that I bookmarked to color. This one's called Rhapsody in the Forest. I don't know if I've colored much. This one has darker line art. The line art is darker in this one, which can be good or bad depending on what you like. You know, if you want the soft look or if you just, like the dark line art. I like depending on what it is. I did this one here. This little mouse. Made a little rain coming down on him. The background is, I think, pan pastel. I think that this green back here is pan pastel. But I do like that one. You have this book, Missy? So see, there's just so many color books. And y'all know how many hundreds of pages I've colored. And you can come to a book and go, oh, you didn't finish much in that one. I probably did this one on in October of some year. This one I did on Christmas. I did try to do this one like a sweet no Norway. Who has this this? There's this kind of sweaters is um, very Nordic, but I don't know if it's Norway or Sweden or Denmark, but they do this pattern, these sweaters. So where do the reindeers live? Wherever the reindeers live, Norway. It's Scandinavian, yeah, but what's and that you would know because Kathy has her relatives are in where is it? Where is your daughter, Kathy? Swedish? Is it Swedish? Okay. Anyway, so I really like my little reindeer. They turned out good. So Norway, I think, is where the reindeer live, and Kathy's daughter lives in Sweden. So anyway, it's a Scandinavian country that we did that based on. So I have colored a few pages out of this book. Not as many as I should have, right? And then there's some storyline here. Okay, so there's that. And then did I show this one? No, this one's a different person. Aikawa Sora. And I know I'm butchering the name. But it looks like the same type of thing. The same type of little fairy tale type. And it's got some thumbnails in here. And these are larger, lighter. So you could add your own detail. And this paper, again, this is slick. I don't like it when it's slick because pencil doesn't go over it well. This I would have to color with acrylic paint or a pastel. Even pastel may not go on this well because it's slick paper. And you can't really you can, but it's, you're fighting the paper when it's slick. Do you think you have 500? Oh, yeah, I'm sure I have more than 500. Well, no, maybe not. I've shown you all the picture of me hiding behind my. I don't think I've counted them, but I have them enough that I can put my body behind them. I don't know if I could find the picture that quickly, but I did give a lot of the color books to Denise to give to the kids and the teens at the center that she worked at for where anyway, yeah, I donated a lot of them because I found a place Denise could find someone that could use them. You'd be surprised. And this was also, I know, had a lot to do with the virus, but even before that, I would try to give my art supplies to local schools and stuff, and they didn't want them. We don't have time for art. We don't have time for all that fancy stuff. Do you have some Crayolas? You got some Crayola crayons? We'll take those. Tons of scrapbook paper. They don't want it. Schools do not want it. And then after the virus, you couldn't give any art supplies to old folks' homes, retirement homes, or whatever. I don't want to say old folk home, but you know what I mean. They didn't want them because they didn't want any germs. You know, and I don't blame them, you know. But so you, you know, all right. So now I just wipe my hands on my baby wipe here, so they're damp, and you don't want any water, you know, in your. I'm wearing my art vest, one of my art vests, so I can dry my hands really well. Water, unless you're intentional and wanting to wet something with pan pastels, you don't want to get water on there and try to cover water up. Y'all know I'm not going to do the demo for that again. But anyway, so yeah. Hi, Pam, Ginger Cat. Hi, Juju. All right, so now let's go ahead and start. I'm going to start. I got the lightest. Did I just drop a? Oh, I got the lightest color. Now I'm going to put the darkest of the three at the top and kind of around the top here. And it's not the exact color, but you know, I'm just gonna. And it's kind of mottled looking. It's not perfectly flat. It's textury looking. You know, it's mottled. So I'm going to try to kind of do that as well. So I want the dark color up here. And if it goes out of the line, and of course I have a paper behind here, but if it goes, there's a line right there. If it goes out of the line, I told y'all can erase. And that's true of if you get it anywhere, it erases. Okay, now this color is not quite as golden as I want, but when I add that color onto it, I think we're going to be fine. So, and I want it to look mottled, not perfectly flat. That's what this looks like. It's hard to see. Let me hold this up. See how it's not perfectly flat? It's kind of modelly looking. Okay. If y'all missed the beginning of the show and you're interested in all of my Asian color books, you'll have to go back and watch the first hour or so. Okay, now I'm going to take this golden yellow and kind of go in there and bring it down. And if I want to get any excess dark brown off, I'll just wipe it on here. So I'm just going to get the background in here. And if I want to blend anything other than on the page, then I'll mix it on my little sponges. So y'all have any more questions or any other books that I've talked about that I know that you know I have that I don't remember I have? Y'all remember my books better than I do. Okay, now let's go in with a little bit darker. A little more golden. And clean my brush off here and go in with, whoops. This came off. I need to put a new one on, I think. Yeah, let me get a new one. Let me get my toolbox here and get a new one of those round ones. And you buy replacements for these. You don't ever have to buy new handles. There you go. Oh, let's see. Nothing. I see nothing in caps. All right, so now let's get this cream color again. A little more of the golden color. All right, I like that. If y'all are just joining us, we're trying to kind of duplicate this page. Now, when I look at it from here to there, this looks much yellower on camera, but it looks browner. It looks more this color in person, but on camera, it looks yellower. I'm trying to, maybe I need to turn the brightness down. I don't know. It's kind of a good, it's just the color's a little yellow on camera. Okay, this will be good enough for the background here. And I usually don't try to duplicate sample pages when they have them. Sip of water. Tori, did you say how you been? Kimberly, I'm sure I said hi to Kimberly. Now remember what I said about don't get any spittle. Don't get any spittle on your page because you try to go over it. Y'all know what happens. I've shown y'all what happens. So anyway, there's like a drawn perforated line there. It's not a real perforation like to tear out. And these I wouldn't want to take out anyway because they are, kind of matchy match, But you can take your erasers and clean up anything before you spray them. Now, see, when you're picking it up, you're going to have to smooth it out so you have a clean spot on your eraser to continue to erase. After you put a fixative on it, though, you're not going to be able to do this. You want to get anything that you want to erase or any places that you've made kind of a mess or anything like that. You want to clean it up before you spray it. I'm never really this picky, but because I'm trying to go off of this, I'm being a little more picky. All right. All right, there we go. And the thing about pan pastels, they're a little dusty, but they're not like chalk, like chalk stick pastels. Thank you, Tina. Pro tip while using pan pastels. Exactly, Tina. Okay, so Tori goes, yes, much better now, ready to get back to everything. You're welcome, Tori. It's always good to see you. Did you get, I sent you a Christmas card. Did you get your Christmas card? Hope you got it. Tori's in Ireland, so sometimes, I wonder about the post getting there. Let's see. Rachel. Who else am I missing? Outside of Karen. Okay, so now let me clean off my tool here. And I'm going to get some, remember we pulled these colors out. Let's go ahead and go with this peach, this tan. These are the new colors. I'm just trying to use them and they kind of go. All right, so let's go ahead and put down the peach color as a base. I'm just going to cover her whole face with the peach color. And then we'll blend in these other colors. This is coral in real. Doesn't look the right color on camera. This is pinker. It looks more orange on camera, but it's really a peachy coral color. Okay, it looks more, it looks oranger on camera. Okay. Okay, Angie, thanks for stopping in. All right, so let's see here. Get her neck. And I could get the smaller tool as well, the pointy one to get in here on some of these tinier details, but I'm going to just roll with this one for a minute. And again, you can do some blending, like just pick up different colors and blend on here. Or if you want to get real detailed blendy, then, blend on one of the sponges. Here we go. See how I blend skin tones right there. And then every time you pick those up, though, you're getting stuff on your hands. You want to try to keep your hands clean. Oh, okay. Sorry, Angie. I thought you said you were done. All right. So now I'm going to take again, this is more pink than it looks there. Okay. And I'm going to start start doing a little blending. And I'm just looking at the picture here, kind of going from that just to see if we can do it. Let's just see if we can do it here. which you know we can. So has anybody else been doing any coloring lately? And if so, what color books are you working in? Or again, like if y'all want to shout out some of your favorite coloring book people that you watch on YouTube or books that you have. Maybe they're not on YouTube, but maybe you have their books. If you want to shout them out, feel free. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to get my let me uh let me get my pointy tool. Pointy tool. It's got a little green on there. Let's get that off. All right. Let me zoom in a little because it's going to start getting detailed now. Let's see. View, who's your favorite color book person that has a color book out at the moment? Who are you liking? I know you like a lot of the same ones I do, but who are you coloring right now that you're really liking? I know you're coloring Kirby there for a while. Tina said, other than D and campaigns, I also like watching Chris Chang. Yeah, I know. I do follow Chris. I'm not sure how often she pops up in my feed, but let's see, Raul Cozy Cuties Coloring, which is trending. And for free, inspo, watching your videos and Chris CK. Yes, Chris CK is coloring. I mean, I think it's the first time I've actually seen her color a page. I mean, I could be wrong, but then I try to follow as many people as I can, but I don't get it. I don't get to everybody, or I'd never get anything done myself. And that's true of all the artists. You try to follow as many as you can, and then some of this I can get in here with pencil. You know that. I'm just trying to get as much as I can with the pastels here. It looks like she has I'm going to blend it out a little bit more, but if you look at the picture, that's how it looks. She looks like she has circles around her eyes. But I'm going to blend them out a little bit, but let's get as much on here as we can. All right. All right, I'll clean my brush off on the paper towel. Joanne says, coloring less now, now doing collage, but enjoying new R.J. Hampton. I have a couple R.J. Hampson books. Joanne, did you said you posted on IG? Let me go over here and look. We'll see if my IG will behave and load. Let's see. Oh, Debbie just popped up in my feed. There's Debbie's just did this. Let's give Debbie a like. Whoops. Let's give Debbie a like. She just posted this one here today. Wants to flash out, of course. You have to go follow Debbie. And then let's see if I can get Joanne here. Okay, color book page. Where's your color book page? I see some collage. Who am I looking for? Let me see. Joanne said new R.J. Hampton. Okay, I'm looking to see where you posted R.J. Hampton. Hampton. Oh, here we go. Winter Wonder. So there's Joanne's page in Winter Wonder. And there's Joanne. Joanne Newman, 8990. You go over there, you can get a better, go in there and, zoom in and very nice, Joanne. Yeah, very nice. All right, let's get to the light color again. I'm just going to try to blend this out. I probably don't need to add anything else to it. I could probably just blend out what's already on here. Okay, same, and again, I'll add more tinier details and things with pencil. Okay, there's some of the skin tone. Very light, but she's very light here too. It's very light here too. Okay, let's see. Let's go in with the, what color did I want to do? Do I want this kind of yellow? I almost need a light, it's kind of a tanny because it's kind of those two. So I think we'll mix it. So we'll take this color and this color and actually maybe a touch of the gray. A little bit more light. I'm trying to match that shirt color. Her blouse, if you will, needs a little bit lighter. Might have to get some white out actually. Very light. And the book pages are the same color as her blouse. Again, pencil details on the little ribbon. Okay. Gonna start there. Let me see. Let me get my white. I did get a new white in the set. Okay. Let's see. Oh, my foot's asleep. I'm sitting on my foot. All right, so now let's go ahead and I'm gonna need some oranges. We got this yellow, but I'm gonna need a rust color. And there's really not a rust color in here in the new set. So we're gonna go down in the stack. Put this on the floor and hope the cat doesn't, well, let's put the lid on it. These two colors here. So we're going to go with this rust color and probably this. This is orange shade. We'll go with those. And probably this yellow color here. Okay. Wiping my hands off. Okay. Okay. Let's go with the lightest color first and just base it in. Again, the colors are not showing up on camera like exactly what they are in person, but I try to tilt it and show it as best I can. Okay, and her it's plaid looking. See how it looks like a plaid on her little blanket, and the plaid is not on here, so you have to draw that in yourself. So we're going to base in the jacket or the blanket. Oh, see, I didn't want to do her hair there. Let's erase that. It's a nice thing about pan pastels. Until you spray them, you can erase them. I am trying to take my time, but time runs out before you. Okay. I'm going to turn this over because it's starting to wear on that side, but you can turn it over and use the other side that's not torn or worn down. So you can use the other side too. I do have a paper under here. Okay, now let's go in with the darker color, the rust color. And again, some of the little points on the leaves, I go in there with pencil after I go after I go spray this. Be careful when you blow on it that you don't get any spit. I know I should. Okay, I'll show y'all. I'm not going to spit. I'm going to show y'all. Let's get a piece of paper here. This is what happens if you get any spittle. I'm going to remove this off the table for a second. And I'm not going to spit on it. I'm going to use a spray bottle to show you. But if you get any, like when you're blowing on the piece, you go, and you just even get one little bit of just the tiniest bit of, did I even spray that? Get even the tiniest bit of water on your piece, and you don't realize you've done that, this is what happens. See that? You cannot get rid of that. There's no getting rid of that. It won't erase. It won't go away. You've either ruined your page, you got to paint over it. You can paint over it with acrylic paint or something. But yeah, so you do not want to get any water on your page. Just saying. So when you go, just and there's not a lot of dust, but there's a little bit. And when you go, you just got to be careful. Oops, this is the wrong one. This isn't the one I'm using. I'm going to use this one. No, I'm using the dark here. So just saying. And I'm kind of imagining where the lines are going to be that I'm going to put in here to make it look like a quilt. Okay. Just starting it out there. I will never use them. I can't color good. It does take some practice, that's for sure. All right, let's see. Her hair is going to be black, and there's a little slight bit of blue in it, but it's mostly black. But I think I'm gonna want it to have the blue highlights rather than just gray. So I think I'm going to go ahead and let's go ahead and do her hair. I mean, just the base. We're just base coating everything here. Let's go ahead and let's do her jeans first, too. Her jeans are going to be gray with black. So I'm using this kind of blue gray. It's kind of a slate gray. We're going to go with the slate gray for her jeans. And I'm going to go ahead and do her hair all slate blue as well, slate gray. And then we're going to go in and blend in some black. And a lot of the details, again, will be with pencil. I'm just going to base coat it here. Trying to make sure I don't miss anything. Put it in caps, guys, if you're talking to me. This was kind of a last minute thing to do pan pastels today. There's her ear right there. We don't want. See, now her ear doesn't show here. You don't see her ear there. Whoops, did I click on Kimberly accidentally? Sorry, Kimberly. Her ear does not show here, but there's her ear right there. So okay, let me clean this off and put a little peach in her ear there. Okay. I said how to sew. The colors just look really different on here to here, but in person they're a little closer. All right, let's move this over here. All right, let's do the base. Let's do the brown of the book. And the base color is a sienna color with dark brown designs, or vice versa, but I need to put this in first. So we're going to put the sienna color and then the dark brown. There's like a little floral pattern on the book. Again, right now I'm just kind of trying to base coat everything in. Malibu snoring. So cute. So y'all, I hope y'all enjoyed seeing some of those Asian books that are my favorites. I have some other ones that are, like as Tina would say, Amazon paper books that are like Ikuko, I think it's Ikuko, and they're just on like copy paper. But I have those are in my binder, and I love those pages, and they're pan pastel. I'll show them to you. Hang on. Let's just move that to the side a second. Hang on. Let me wipe my hands down with my baby wipe here. Oh, Malibu, you're so cute. All right. Let me get my binder out and show you. They're they were two of my very first pan pastel pages that I colored. Let me move this out of the way here. Let me just flip to it. These are my recent ones that y'all saw me do here. This one. These are my most recent ones that I haven't stuck in the sleeves, inside of sleeves yet. I showed this just last week, I think. All right, so let me just flip over to where they are. That's another one with liquid pearls. But I didn't. What I was going to say is I did not pull these books out. This one is just a kimono book by Creative Haven that Hobby Lobby used to sell all the time. Same for that one. That's from the kimono book, but those are not pan pastel. Let's see here. Where are you? Here we are. Here we are. This is one, and there's, oh, I have three of them. I'll take them out to show y'all. So I have three. These are my first, I think these are the very first pan pastel color book pages that I did. Come on, why aren't you coming out there? It's stuck on something. Hang on. There we go. And it's Japanese Girls by Ikuko. Ikuko. I did these in 2018. So there's this one. Let's see, they're kind of flashed out. Let's turn the brightness down. So the background's acrylic, but the girls are done with pan pastel and some pencil. And some of the white is Posca. But there's that one. And then this one. And then this one. I know, right, Devin? 2018 feels like yesterday. I know. So yeah, those are some pan pastel. I mean, I've got like this is a pan pastel. I have multiple pan pastels now, but I think these three girls right here were my first pan pastel color book pages. But yeah. And I won't flip this right now because y'all have seen me. I flip this all the time. All right, let's move this. I just wanted to show you those two Japanese or three Japanese pages. Okay. Oh, no, I keep getting all kinds of dings today. All right, let's bring this back up. It's the sleeve. All righty. Oh. Looks very light. No. Okay, let's keep going. Okay, we got the base there. Now let's do her hair. Let's do some black in her hair. And I do want to leave by at least by 11:30 today because I got something I'm cooking. Yeah, I know. I don't really cook that much, but sometimes I do cook something today for lunch. Okay, so let's just go ahead and start putting in some of the black. And I'm not following it exactly. I'm just I'm looking more at the lines in the actual piece here and following the hairline, the hairs on the drawing. And just trying to leave a little bit of highlights. Of course, again, going in with pencil later. Um, And then after you spray it, you can go in with pencil or you can go in with more pan pastel after you spray it. But if you go in with more pan pastel after you spray it, you have to spray it again. But you don't have to spray it if you just put pencil. I never spray any of my pencils, but you have to spray this. And you want to go outside to do that. That's supposed to be brown right in there. I mean, if I'm following along. Let me get my other. So cute, Malibu's just a snoring. uh, there's her ear right there, that no ear on there. Janet will be happy you are not feeding her. Janet always teases me about, well, what do you feed them? Cat food? I'm actually making the sausage, the cobalt poke, the sausage. And so what I do is I boil it and then I cut it and fry it. And then I'm going to have some mashed potatoes with that and some vegetable. But I want to, have that ready. So I have to leave by 11:30 at the latest. Okay, there we go. That's a nice base. That's her ear right there. There's no ear there. All right, so we got it started there. I'm tempted to go spray it, but we'll see. I'll give it a little bit more before I spray. Let's see. Bye, So, Carrie. Duty calls. Okay, you too. Y'all go follow So. Carrie. I think, am I right? Is it Carrie? So, Carrie. Y'all go follow each other on. It doesn't cost y'all nothing to follow each other. You know what I mean, Vern? All right. And then her eyebrows, I can put a little bit in there. So this is the kind of, these little details like this is usually what I do with pencil. But just because I'm trying to play along with some of the color here. And again, this looks much pinker. This looks pinker than it does in person, but Okay, let's see here. A little more black under here. All right, let's clean this off. And put in, there is some Let's see, I'll go ahead and do it the black, and I can always lighten it up too, but I just want a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and put the lines for the quilt. Let me show y'all again here. See how there's the quilt, like little quilt tufting lines? There's none over here. I just drew those, shaded that in, but there's no actual quilt lines. So I'm going to put them in. It's a hair right there. Okay, and then this spine is really a dark, dark brown. I'll go over this brown with this black and kind of blend it in a little. Again, more details that can be added with pencil. And then the jeans, we can make them kind of model-y looking. Let's just put some this black down, blend it in with the blue. Do what do the crowns beside our names? Justy, they started. I don't see them because my chat is on StreamYard, but when in YouTube, it's to show people's how much people are talking to the most talkers get the get the crowns. I don't see them because I'm on StreamYard, but that's what they are. And there's you can go in and get rid of them, but I think you have to do it every time. I don't know. It shows up when I'm at different people's streamers, and it comes up next to my name when I'm talking a lot. I just ignore it. I mean, it doesn't mean it. It doesn't really mean a lot to me that people how much people talk to each other. But it's supposed to be to get people to interact more, to get people to interact more on YouTube and stuff. But yeah, okay. I think I'm going to leave that as far as the base with the um, what do you call it? Pan pastels. Well, maybe just a little bit more brand. The let's see. Let's blend this. Mix this up here. Let's get a spot here. A little bit of black and a little bit of the rust. Let's make it a little dark rust color here for the leaves, just a little bit more. But there's very fine veining and stuff like that in the leaves that I want to do with pencil, not with pastel. It's very tiny. A little bit more. Let's put a little bit more of the rust color in the quilt here. I hope y'all get some inspiration, whether you do pan pastels or pencil or a base of, watercolor, or watered down acrylic, whatever you do. All right. And then I could put some of the little decorations in here, some of the little floral thing pattern in here. Let me just put a little bit of design on here and I'll put more later. I'd almost like to do a little stenciling on the book. That would look good. It is relaxing, isn't it, Alice? It's relaxing to me to do it, and it's also whenever I'm watching someone color, it's relaxing to me to watch. All right, so I'm going to take this outside on the porch and spray it. Hopefully, Malibu will continue to lay down there and not come up here. I think I'll just put a tray over this. I got a couple of the lids here because I do not want her to. Let's get this one here and just set it on top in case she decides to get up here and walk on this. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to go outside and spray this real quick. And again, Vinyl Fixative, Grumbacher, matte. I'll be right back. That'll be stuff my table. Okay, this is my spot behind the door here where I keep my accoutrement. I usually stay outside and waft it in the air for a few minutes. Okay, so there's our start. What do y'all think? Is that a good start? Will you do stenciling? Or will you do? I'm not doing any stenciling right now. Yeah. Okay, let's put this. Let's see. Again, I'm just kind of trying to remember some of the new colors. I'm not necessarily putting these back in the correct order. That's one of the things that I end up having to go back and kind of straighten out. Oh, well, that one goes in the other one, but I'm just putting all of them, the colors that I used today, in here in case I need them. Again, while I'm doing this piece, I have them all here, but they're not in their correct trays. All right, let's see here. Okay. Need this stuff. Hang on, guys. And I know know, pan pastels are not cheap, but you don't have to get all the colors at once. You can collect them like you would like alcohol markers, because a Copic marker is about the same at price as a pan pastel. So you can collect them. You can collect them as you want or need them or would use them, you know. And you can also get them in sets. You can buy pan pastels in little, because they're stackable. The little pans are stackable. They can screw together and be stackable. I don't like to keep them that way because you can't see them when they're stacked, but you can buy like a set of green, a set of blue, a set of red. So you can buy sets of skin tones, portrait colors. So you can buy them in different sets as well. So you like the leaf? It does. It's really just a base. If y'all want, you know what? I think I will do this. I think we will keep this so we don't have to rush through it and we can do more on it. We'll do next week. How about we finish this with color pencil next week? I'm going to put the little sleeve back on here. How about we finish this, the pencil work, next week? Would y'all like that? So we'll just stop right here. And Monday, I don't know, we'll see, Monday or Wednesday, depending, because I have some stuff coming in the mail I might want to work on. But next week, Monday or Wednesday, we will work on this. Let me write a note. Does that sound good? It's a plan? Okay. So I've already sprayed it, so it's good to, you know. And if I want to add more pan pastel, I can. But again, I'll have to spray it again. But if we just finish with pencil, so we're going to do that. How about that? All right, let's back up. I didn't do a giveaway this week. I don't know if I have anything to give away. Not handy. You see. Oh, do y'all want some half finished postcards or something? What can we do for a giveaway? Some postcards, some collage fodder. What do y'all feel like? Let's see, did I pick everything up? I think I got everything picked up there. All right, let's see. Let me go over here and get some postcard stuff here. Let's see what we can do. Let's see what we can do. Stack up my books back up. I'll try to keep them all together. Let's get some envelopes. Hang on. Let's see. This one's a little wrinkled. I'm gonna throw it away. I don't trust that the post office can get a wrinkled envelope to anybody. Stickers roll. Okay, well, I just have the Christmas stickers out, but I want Christmas stickers now. Let's see. Hang on, let me look over here what I got. Where's my? Okay, I know what we'll do. But now I don't know. Some of y'all don't like shiny stickers. Does shiny stickers bother y'all? Denise does not like shiny stickers. But these are book page stickers. We're going to do that. All right, so here we go. I'll give everybody, we'll do 2 US, 2 international, our usual. Okay, our usual here. I'll give everybody a brown craft color postcard and a white one. And then y'all can make, I know, I'll pull out some of my jelly plated, shiny new paint papers that y'all saw me swatch. All right, so let's see. And y'all make what you want with it, All right, there we go. So there's 2 posts. I don't know why my screen wants to go to sleep. I've never had this computer screen go to sleep when I'm using it. Or really never even at all. Never goes into sleep mode. All right, let's see. So we will do, here we go. Let's see. See, I just made these colors last week, and I gave a bunch of these away already. Let's see. All right, let's give everybody a couple colors here. Let's just chop these in half. So, get a couple different colors. These are from my new Nick Pro was it called iridescent? Is that what they're called? The iridescent, Nick Pro iridescent. Yeah. This one's not the iridescent one, I don't think. This is just a, let's see, there's a pastel one. Here's a purpley one. Okay. All right, then let's see. Here's some green. I got quite a bit of green. So I'll give everybody a green one too. There we go. So these are just the black, shiny um, tissue paper, and I just wrinkled it up and ran it over the gel plate with all my different iridescent colors. We did that as a swatching experiment, not experiment, but time. Swatching time last couple weeks ago. Okay, so we'll do that. And now I'll give everybody a sheet out of the book here. See, my just went dark again. During drawing, please. Yeah, thank you. Okay, let's see. We won't do the Halloween. Let's see what we can do here. All right, I'm just going to cut. I'll cut the sheet out. Then I'll cut it and cut it down to fit in the envelope. So here we go. So like this. So I'll give everybody a sheet, but I've got to cut the sheet down like this. So there you go. See? Book theme stickers. So there's one. No, this one's going to Arlene because it's got the girl in the wheelchair. This one's going to go to Arlene. I'm going to put that back here. She's just going to get one. Okay, let's see. Those are Christmas and winter. Let's see here. Here's something bookshopish. Oh, okay. It's not Christmas. Okay. So, all right, let's cut this down. I bought one of these books for Samantha. Denise doesn't like it because it's shiny. All right, let's see. More books to read. Let's do this page. And Deb E is we've been reading our mysteries together. Why does my screen keep going dark? It's annoying me. It's never done that before. I don't know if it's my keypad going weird on me. Debbie, don't play either. I'm going to send you a sheet. Debbie and I have been reading Cozy Mysteries together. In my reading era, we'll give that one to Debbie. I'm just going to move that to the side. And then I got that one for Arlene behind me, too. So Arlene and I don't even know if Arlene's still here or if Debbie's still here, but I'm going to give y'all each a sheet of your own. So, all right, let's see. We got to do one more. Okay, there we go. All right, and this book right here is called One More Page. I got it at Target, and it was 20% off. Target always has these sales on their books. But the ISBN number is 978-15072-24229. And like I said, I got it at Target. So it may be at other places too, but that's where I got it. All right, so there we go. So everybody gets a sheet of stickers. All right. Oh, and my Hubster's, one of his co-workers went to Mexico over the holidays and brought me back these mugs. And I said, she doesn't mind if I don't use them as mugs, would she? Because I put my pencils in them. So they're some real cool mugs from Mexico, and I'm using them for the pencils and pens and stuff that I use all the time. So they're sitting right over here next to me. My handy pencils. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead. Oh, I might have to fold that. Let's see. Am I going to have to fold my sheets there? I think I'm going to have to fold them a little. There we go. I have to fold them a little. I usually put smiley faces. And let me do this real quick. I'll try to get out of here 11:30, but that ain't happening. All right. Okay, let's just do this. Y'all are going to get a random. It's going to be random. But I do like to put a little smiley face in my happy mail. So let's do this. Thanks everybody for being here. It doesn't take long for me to do a giveaway. Okay. So I hope y'all enjoyed seeing some of my Asian color books. Go. Okay, and I tape the edges too. All right, so let's go ahead and do US first. USA only, then we'll do international. 1 to 100. Wait till I type in go. When I type in go, put in a number between 1 and 100. First two people closest without going over to random.org, which let me get my iPad over here. Let me bring up random.org. That's not it. Here we go. Random.org. Okay, random.org. Here's our little number generator. When I type in go, put in a number between 1 and 100. USA only. First two people closest without going over. I'll send y'all one of these. And then we'll do the same thing for international. Okay? All right, wait till I type in go. Okay. I don't know why my name came in there 3 times, but anyway. All right. And then we'll do international. Y'all can make some little postcards, send them to each other. Or if you don't want to make them, give them to your kids, grandkids, somebody to make something, a little something creative. Little happy mail never hurt anybody. Right? All right, let's see. And then Arlene and Debbie, I'll got one for each of y'all back here. All right, don't dilly-dally, dawdle, or lollygag, because I got to go make some lunch. All right. Okay, I'm going to count down. Get your numbers in. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, a 2, a 1. Hit the enter if you haven't already. Okay, here we go. First two people closest to 46 without going over. 46 without going over. Okay, 46 without going over. Let me scroll back. Scrolling. 46 without going over. Ooh, let's see. Everybody's either really high or really low. Angie has 27. I think Angie with 27 might be 1. So Angie had 27. And the next lowest after Angie, because everybody else went over, is it Juju, crafting in the back 40, Juju with 18? Is it Juju with 18? Okay, Juju Juju, do I have your address? Do I still have your address? I think so. Okay. So Juju and Angie, y'all get a little postcard thing to make. And now we're going to do international only. Same rules apply. When I type in go, international only. Wait till I type in go. Do I have your address, Juju? If I'm pretty sure I do, but you can always send it to me again. Here, I'm gonna send it to you. Here, email me again if we're not sure, because it's been a while since I've sent you anything, right? So, okay. All right, here we go. We're going to do international only. Same rules apply. First two people closest without going over to a new number. Okay, there we go. International. Okay, international only. And then I got to go cook. So get your numbers in. Thanks everybody for being here. Think Devin, are you streaming? Well, don't answer until after everybody's done with the numbers. Are you streaming today, Devin? Because I'm going to lose track of what days you're going to stream. Devin is alternating streaming every other week. And I think this is her week to stream on her channel. And did you change the time to? I wrote it down. See, I wrote it down. Now, where did I write it down? Devin. Where did I write you down? Let's see. Here we go. So she comes on at 1 Eastern. So Devin is the first and third Wednesday at 1 Eastern. Okay, there we go. So there we go. All right, I'm going to count down 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, there we go. First two people closest to 75 without going over. 75 without going over. I'm going to scroll back. Let's see. 75 without going over. Tori has 67 and Ann Makes has 67. So is it Tori and Ann Makes? Both of them with 67. Am I correct? Is it Tori and Ann Makes? Oh, Joanne had 70. Wait a minute. Let's go back. I don't see Joanne. Let me see. Okay, we said Tori was 60. I don't see Joanne. Where's Joanne? Why am I not seeing Joanne? Oh, because she came in after my stop. Or no, she didn't. Where is she? I am not seeing Joanne. I'm going to have to take my mod's word for it because Joanne is not on my list at all, literally. Okay, I'll take y'all's word for it, but I do not see Joanne at all. I don't know why, but I'm going to go with my mods. Okay, so Joanne had 70. And what did I say, Tori or Ann Makes? Who had it first? Tori? Is it Tori, guys? Okay. Third number listed. I'm scrolling back. Scrolling. Looking. Nope, she's not there. She is not there. Let me see. I'll show y'all. Hang on. Just so we're clear. Go to my photos. Maybe I'm not seeing it and y'all. Okay, so here we go. Here's the thing. Here's the go. There's the go. There is no, she is not there. No Joanne. So yeah. But I'm trusting you, my mods. That's why I always check with my mods. Okay. Right under Terry. Okay, let me look again. No, Tori. Tori is right under Terry. Terry, Tori. No Joanne. I know all y'all see her and my mods see her, but I see y'all see what I'm saying? Terry, Tori, Raul, Jackie, there's no, she's not in there. But I'm going with my mods. So it's Joanne and Tori. Okay. So we're going with that. All right, guys. So there we go. Hope y'all enjoyed it. Yes, yes, I do have live chat. Live chat is a default for me on Ustream. I mean StreamYard. Live chat is my default on StreamYard. So yes. So yeah. Okay, guys. Well, I'm going to head out, go cook, and I appreciate everybody. Hope y'all enjoyed seeing some Asian color books and doing a page, a little bit of pan pastel. And so we'll see y'all. We'll see y'all later, guys. Thanks everybody for being here. Have a great rest of your week and go do something creative. Bye, guys.